What's going on, YouTube? I'm coming back in y'all chest with another gun video. Before we get into things, I just want to say I appreciate you guys for clicking on the video. And if you see anything that you like here today, make sure you hit that like button and also follow. If you're a small YouTube channel like me, y'all understand the grind. Just because we small, it doesn't diminish the fact that we put in work and we could have quality content. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So for the first two pistols that I'm going to put head to head here in my collection, it's going to be the Glock 43X and the Smith & Wesson Subcompact 2.0, talking about the M&P series. Now, these two weapons I carry on a daily, just for the simple fact that the magazine capacity is pretty good. Also, too, they're lightweight and very concealable. Now, for all my Glock fans, disclaimer, I'm not a Glock fan. I like to be extremely unbiased when it comes to my firearms. I just want to let you guys know everything is clear. I like to think that I practice very good trigger discipline. But again, like I was saying, I'm not a Glock fan, and we're going to talk about it. This is the Smith & Wesson Subcompact 2.0, the Smith & Wesson M&P Subcompact 2.0. This particular firearm here is a single action 9mm caliber, just like the Glock 43X. It has a magazine capacity of 12+1, and the barrel length is 3.6 inches, I believe. Now, the trigger on the Smith & Wesson M&P Subcompact 2.0, that's a very long name, is a 5.5 trigger, just like the Glock 43X. So in that regards, they are extremely similar. But the best thing that I like about the M&P series and Smith & Wesson in general when it comes to these type of firearms is the grip texture. This is a very, very aggressive grip texture. And when it comes to firing firearms and being accurate, reliability is dependent on the grip to a certain extent. If the gun is slipping out your hand, you can't get a good grip on it, you can't keep that gun steady, your shots is going to be off 100% of the time. Obviously, barrel length, trigger pull, etc., could also determine how well you shoot at a gun range. But just out of the box, from a grip standpoint, I love the aggressive grip. If this thing is wet, I can grip it. If it's not wet, it's even better. Not to say that the grip on the Glock 43X isn't good, but it's not aggressive by far. And the good thing about the Glocks is that you can customize them. So a lot of people like Glocks just due to the fact that they're American made. You can customize them how you like. But we're talking about the guns straight out of the box. Another difference between the two is just how they look. As humans, we like things that's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And for me, I love how the M&Ps look. The the Glocks are just like iPhones. They all look the same. We all love them. They're reliable. But unless you customize them, they all look the same. They all look bland, and I feel like Glock needs to do a better job in making their Glocks look a little more appealing. Now, for the next gun in the M&P series, well, not the M&P, the Smith & Wesson series, is the Easy. As you can see, it has gold aesthetics. This is very pleasing to the eye to me. It has night sights. Unlike the other M&P and the Glock, the trigger is enhanced, so it's a performance center, as you can see. And I believe this has a 4.4 pound trigger. So as far as trigger pull is concerned, make sure. As far as trigger pull is concerned, it's butter. Not that much take up, and the reset is phenomenal as well. Only thing that I do not like about this gun is that it has a grip safety. But when you're a firearm collector, you like to get various firearms just to be different from the pack. It doesn't matter what kind of firearm it is. Just like Pokemon, we gonna get them all. But yeah, just like the other M&P, it's not as aggressive as the M&P Subcompact 2.0, but it's still aggressive and it's still kind of stylish at some point. I don't know if you guys can see that pretty well, but this comes with night sights. Of course, it's performance center, so it's enhanced. So it's not fair to compare it to a standard Glock 43X, but the trigger pull is great as far as its reliability. We all know Smith & Wesson is extremely reliable, just like Glocks. In my opinion, if you can compare the Glocks and the Smith & Wessons to each other, I would call the Glocks the iPhone. Shout out to the iPhone users. I don't like iPhone, I'm an Android type of guy. And the M&P will be the Android. So not just any Androids, the Galaxies. Now, for the next Glock that I have, I do own 3 of them. We're gonna go with the Glock 21. Now, this is the extended mag, not pretty reliable. I don't really use it. I have to get a better one. But it's just like the Glock 43X. It's a bigger version. And that's one thing that I do not like about Glocks, is that there's nothing different about them besides the magazine capacity, and that's it. But out the gate, I'm gonna tell you, the reason why I got this gun was to put it inside this bad boy right here. So if you watch my other videos, if you haven't watched it, please be on the lookout for future videos. But check out in the link below, I have my whole 2022 gun collection video, and I'll talk about this. But that's one thing that I like about Glocks, is that you can completely customize them, and they got so many different attachments and things to make it personally your own. But yeah, this is the Glock 21. It's chambered in 45 ACP. It has the same trigger as the standard Glock. The Glock 43X, 5.5 trigger. Only difference is it's a bigger gun. As far as shooting is concerned, they feel the same to me. When I go to the gun range, my groupings be a lot better with the Smith & Wessons, and I think it's pretty much due to the fact that I can grip it better. If you made it to the end of the video, we have a special guest appearance from the Chris Vector. Now, one thing I can say about Glocks as well is that a lot of the magazines are compatible with other guns, being my Glock 21 magazines all fit into my Chris Vector that's chambered in 43 ACP. Also, once again, if you made it to the end of the video, I need you to comment Chris Vector in the comments, man. I know it looks crazy. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I'm a Call of Duty fan. I always said I wanted this gun, and I ended up and got it. This is one of my favorites out of my collection. And if you click on the link in my description below, you'll see my whole 2022 gun collection video. I want to say I appreciate you guys for tuning into my video. Make sure you spam that like button, and once again too, follow for more content, please. If you like guns, I know it's not many pages out there geared towards firearms. Click on my videos, follow my pages on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Armed and Black. Again, Armed and Black. I post gun videos daily. On Instagram, I try to post different types of videos for different audiences, but the overall theme on that page is guns. Just like Black Rambo, I'm up and coming. And if you support my channel, make sure you do it by liking it, following it, and talking to me in the comments. I appreciate all of y'all feedback. I take all suggestions and opinions. And if you don't like any of my firearms or anything that I said, let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. I appreciate you, family. Love you. And be on the lookout for more content.